mess back there. Whatever. We keeping it real today. We keeping it real today. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kev T, aka Mr. Shot by Smooth, the Flight Path Poppy, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Night Shift. And on tonight's night shift, we're actually gonna be prepping for tomorrow's shoot. Tomorrow we got us a brand story shoot, and a brand story is essentially us telling the story of your brand. I don't get into it. No. So for us here at Talbot Media, the brand story is actually one of the most fundamental pieces of content we suggest all of our clients produce, especially when you're starting out to produce your brand, because I we think that it's one of the most pivotal pieces to actually lay the foundation of you telling the story of your brand as you out there growing your presence, offering and adding value to your target audience. I think it's important, especially when you're trying to build rapport with people through a screen that you've never met, is actually letting us know your story, right? Like, who are you? What is the purpose and mission of this business that you're starting, this product that you're launching, this course that you're getting ready to create and sell? What is the story behind that? So tomorrow we have a new business. I'll tell you a little bit about it tomorrow when we're actually on the shoot. Um, but he's an author and entrepreneur, and we're actually going to be doing his brand story because he wrote a new book recently. And so what I'm going to be doing tonight on the night shift is something I do every night before the shoot. Is my ritual of sorts. I prep all the equipment. I like to take a look at the cameras. Make sure all the batteries are charged up. Check all the memory cards. Test out any new equipment that I might be ready to whip out on the shoot tomorrow. And actually, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're actually going to be testing, and we're going to be unboxing and testing a brand new electronic slider, a wireless electronic slider that I got. I've always wanted, like, all filmmakers and creators know that's actually right there in the box. So hopefully once I do this, it won't look so messy back there. Back there, I can't even explain it. That's another workstation back there. So that's gonna be its own office. It's gonna be its own mess. Normally, you don't even see all of that. No, like when I'm in the studio, normally the camera is kind of positioned like this. You still see the mess, but what can you do? What can you do? All right, so we actually gonna go. We're gonna unbox the slider and just test it, because one of the rules that I always suggest to everyone is I mean, it should be common sense, but in the day and age that we live in, common sense is not common, right? That if you get a new piece of equipment, you should always test that piece of equipment before you actually take it out onto the field. And I also make that look because I've done it in the past too. I've literally done it where I got a brand new camera. I would take that camera. I've only done it once, to be frankly honest with you. I don't really do it with cameras, really. Um, I actually did it one time with the Osmo Pocket 3. That was the only camera I ever did it with. But I never go on a shoot without testing the piece of equipment, whether it's a microphone, even if it's a new tripod. I mean, tripods are pretty self-explanatory. You can't really mess that up. um Gimbals, especially gimbals or anything that has to do with electronics, you want to test them. Make sure that if it has a battery, the battery is charged up, because when you getting out on the field and you in those shoots, you in the trenches, especially on a client shoot. That's not the time to be trying to figure out your gadgets and this that. I hate to really use this term, but like they say, time is money. Time is really not. Time is just time, which makes up life. So time is really life. But anyway, so we're gonna go. Let's get into it. Matter of fact, I can't. There's no transition here because this is live. This is live right here. Let's grab it. Pause. All right. So this is right here. I already been testing most of the equipment. Um, in my Nanook case over here, the Nanook case. One day I should do like what's in my bag. I don't know if y'all want to see that, like a what's in my bag type of situation. I should probably do that. But let's move the Nanook case out the way. Move the gimbal. I'm also gonna have a tripod here one of the things I'm gonna want to test with the tripod also. Yeah, I don't have no wireless mic. I should try to get a wireless mic. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some ghetto drag. Just stick this out here like this, pause, and just hope it picks up. It's gonna pick up the voice. What I could even do is I could move my desk roll, but we're not gonna get into that. But I also have a tripod here because I'm also gonna test putting the slider on a tripod. So just bear with me. I should play some music for some. Actually, I should test that also. I should keep that dummy battery. I'm gonna test to see how it works with the dummy battery. Of course, I purchased it from B&H. That's B&H in Spanish, kind of, sort of. Oh, can you reach? Can you reach out here? Can you extendo clip? Extendo. Oh, the scissors over here. Yeah, nah, cause fancy. Okay, this is a fancy box. Not really, because it's just literally. Let me see. Oh. Okay, come in a nice carrying case. We like that. Portability, kinda, because now I'm gonna have all this stuff in my hand, but okay. The handle's okay. The bag looking like it's a good quality. Great video maker. GVM. And I will say this also. Ooh. So I caught this at B&H. So I bought this from B&H, like I'm saying. I've had my eye on the slider for a very long time. Like the slider was always like one of my dream pieces of equipment. Well, since I first started, just the fact of like being able to, if you're shooting some type of talking head, um, do you shoot talking head videos with this? You could do product videos with this. There's so much you could do with this. Like it just adds another level of movement to the shot. Okay. And so pretty much what I purchased this for was for those talking head. I do a lot of like talking head or documentaries where I'm doing interviews, or I think it would just be nice for the second camera angle just to add a subtle bit of movement. Also, there are some, some hospitality food type of clients that, that we work with as well. And I just think honestly, it's a great tool just to add in movement. So, ooh, but so I ain't gonna hold you. Like I've used them before in the past. There's regular ones used with hands, but I want the nice fancy one, and they could do this thing. And I just never bought one because they're too expensive. You could literally spend a couple $100s on one of these. And the reason why I decided to pull the trigger on this one was because if you are a member at B&H and you have the app, they do daily deals. That's pretty much where I get most of my tech. I rarely ever buy my tech full retail. There's only like a couple pieces of things that I buy full retail. I always do my best to, if I could buy it on sale, buy it on sale. If you can buy it secondhand used, buy it secondhand used, which is actually something I did with this one too. Like I bought it on the flash sale day, and it had it for like 200 off or something like that. And on top, instead of just buying the brand new one, I actually bought a slightly used one that someone returned. So on top of getting it for the flash day sale price, I got like an additional like 50, like $70 off because it was gently used. So there's never no need to break the bank or go into debt for this stuff, especially if you're just starting out and you're using this as a passion. Be strategic with your money. Like the creativity doesn't come in the tech. Remember that. The creativity comes from in here and it comes from inside of you. All right. And focus on telling story. If this is gonna help you tell that story to the best level, great, invest in it. But if not, you just saying to say, I got this, which I've definitely fallen victim of too. Like there's a whole closet right there of tech that I bought on flash day sales that I've used like once. So um and nah, I'm spending all this money. I'm bringing the damn tools out. We bringing the toys out. Bring the toys out. Man, look at it. It's in a nice little bag. Look at that bag. It's nice. So you got the manual. You gotta have the manual. Okay. Nah, this is hard. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. All right. What we got here? We got the ball head. We got the ball head for the tripod. 3/4 screw. So this is what your camera will go on, and then you put this on the slider. Man, you get it's a good material right there. Good material. All right, boom. We got all the cables. It looks like all right. So you can connect it to the different, different cameras based on what kind of camera you're using. It is electronic and wireless. All right, we got the battery charger, and this takes if you're familiar with those like Sony type batteries, it take these joints right here. So if you ever use like a monitor, a light, or a Sony thing, you got this battery somewhere. This is fresh out. Let me put this on the charger right here. While that one charges up, I'm gonna bring one of mine because I have these literally everywhere. We got that. Oh, we got this Allen key. Now, qualified certificate. Oh, it's qualified. It's qualified. Buddy, this thing is so secure. Oh, it's in it. Up. There we go. Oh, you see that? It was sliding, boy. Boy, that thing was sliding. All right. Oh yeah, this looking nice. I think this one is 31 inches, if I'm not mistaken. The one I got, 3 meters. Oh, this is fire. So if you see here, I'm just gonna hold it steady so you can see on the bottom. On the bottom you got these, so you can rest it on tabletop. I'm actually gonna switch tables. Let me see if I can extend the table. You can switch it to tabletop, or what you can do, which is what I will do, is underneath here you should be able to put your plate of your tripod, so you can put it on a tripod. So let me actually do that. Rotted body, throwing the thing there. So I would definitely suggest if you're gonna do the if you're gonna use a tripod for this, definitely making sure you have one that's of a higher quality. You definitely want to make sure you have one that's of a higher quality. You know, like no offense to like the little, little $20 joints on Amazon, $50 joints on Amazon, but um for something like this, especially with higher quality like pieces of equipment like that, I would suggest using something like this. This one is, you hear that? That's like carbon fiber right there, very sturdy right there. And this is taking a beating. I must have paid. This one is from a brand called Coleman. You see it here, Coleman. You can't see it, but whatever. Coleman tripod. And I think I'm about to drop like, I think the original price for it was like 130, maybe like 150 or something. But then I got the Amazon coupon codes and I ended up getting it for like 109 or just like one flat, something like that. And this has been my workhorse tripod for, I would say, maybe the past 3 years. This was a workhorse. I must have got this in 2021. I got this boy. And it's taking a beating. Taking a beating, bod, man. This thing done been through interns who mishandled it. Not one of the legs all jacked. It's like a little off. So sometimes it got like a little thing in his head where it be like, you be like, yo, is this tripod straight? Oh, no, straight. It'd be like this in his head. So, but invest in good quality stuff. Like, don't buy cheap stuff because it's gonna break. You're gonna end up replacing it when you could just spend 80, $70, $80. Like there's another one that I use around here. It's a Manfrotto, and it's my little baby travel tripod. And at first, I think I must have paid like 60, $70 for that, but that tripod's lasted me for 5 years because of the material. So you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Man, I gotta do this, but it's all right. It still work. And I'm gonna tell you what, as long as this thing hold the camera up, oh, let's believe, oh, it still work. All right. We got the tripod set up. Let's take this plate here. Let's take the plate from the tripod. So if you see here on the bottom, they got the different like mounting points. So let's put this. This is actually the front. Now we want this back piece towards me. So I'm gonna put it like this. Another reason why I love this Coleman tripod is because it comes with the plate. I mean, it comes with the Allen key. Oh, here we go. It comes with the Allen key right inside the plate. So we're gonna tighten this boy up. Tighten it up. I should put that fan on though, cause it get hot in here. And I got a hoodie Kev activated. Hoodie Kev. All right, so we got this here. Let's put it on the tripod now. Lock it in. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna take our ball head. Ball head, scallywag. Ain't got no hair in bag. Stop. If you know, you know. Let's get the ball head swivel for the. Let's mount this on here. Let's see. Remove that like that. All right. This is a quick release plate up here. All right. So this is a quick release. So this is where your camera is gonna go on top. Actually, it's a little hot. For the sake of this, let's smooth it down a little bit. Yeah, for the sake of this. Yeah, just for this video. Oh no, that's the stanky leg right there. Hold up. Said that's the stanky leg. Hold up. there. We filming. Actually, I do want to try another new piece of tech. So you're gonna get the double whammy today. Pause. That. Watch your mouth, sir. Double whammy. You speak like that. The other piece of tech that I'm actually gonna be incorporating is this right here is my sweat. Hey, so this is a newer. I guess you could kind of say. I don't even know what to call it to be honest. What about that? Just put a box there. Oh, the rotatable collar mount. Rotatable collar mount plate. And what this does is, we living in that day and age where everybody's like, oh, can we have it for both vertical? Can we have it for social? Can we have landscape for YouTube and for social? Can we have okay? And the whole I gotta stop, I gotta reset. If you have one camera, which for me clearly I am fortunate. I'm a little further ahead in the game where I have multiple cameras. But if you're in a situation where you only have one camera and you gotta do this is a great tool for that, right? And I'm gonna show you how right now. So first thing is, let me not get my hands full. Let me put my hands down. So right here we got the Canon R5, which is my A camera, my main camera. My A camera, my main camera. Okay. And we're actually, so since this is the plate that goes on here, we're gonna mount. Before we do yo, it's live television, bro. It's live. Live. Anything can go wrong in live. All right. So right now I got a small rig cage on here. Unfortunately, if you're gonna use this, it's a little tricky to work with the cage. But this particular one that I found is very tough to work with the cage. But let me see something here. Hold up. Because it doesn't align. The key is here. This is what you want with it. All right. So we got this. What happens is you're gonna screw this piece on to the bottom, to the 3/4 thread of your camera. Okay, so we're gonna take us our Allen key situation. Or whatever you're gonna use to screw this in. I'm also thinking about something right now. Okay, so boom. So you mount it onto the camera. If you can see that there, right? Okay, you already kind of get an idea of what's about to happen here, right? So you got that there. So now we're gonna put our lens on. For the sake of this example, I'm just gonna put the kit lens. I purchased mine with the 25 to 105. Okay, boom. And just so without doing all that, you can understand what this ring does. Is so let's say once you have it mounted, you'll get a better idea once I put it here. Once you have it mounted, let's say this is on the tripod. All right, we finished filming for full length. You can easily just switch it like this to go portrait. Yeah, this is also great too. And this also could work with once you balance it on your gimbal, you can definitely use this on your gimbal as well. Just wanted to point that out. All right, so now we're gonna grab this piece here and hold on there. Oh, these ones is crazy. These ones got like the little thing built into it. It is now 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, boom. Oh, nice and secure. pure. Uh-huh. Alrighty. All right. Now we in the game. Yep. The ball head mount actually comes with. Let me bring it closer. Yes, I could talk like this. See, now we in the game now. Now we in the game like EA Sports, baby. Baby. Oh, I can already see this might be a challenge here. Okay, I think I know how to beat this challenge. Which is you should never do this. Matter of fact, set a better example. I should never do that. Set a better example. We're gonna take the slider off. Okay, because yeah, this is safe. I like this. You also got to keep in mind because this is what this side is where the battery is because it is battery operated. You have your switch and everything over here, so be mindful of that. That the weight. You might even want to consider you might even want to consider using two stands. I think there's a way to. Let's flip this over here for a second. Oh yeah, there is. If you take a look right here, there is actually a way to put two stands on it. So I think I might do that. Like just put two light stands here. Let's keep that in mind. Also, this is a test because this is a scenario in which I'll use it. Oh, on the floor is nice. All right, good money on the floor. Okay. Stanky leg. That wasn't the stanky leg. This is the stanky leg. Here we go. I think challenge is there is you gotta make sure the base is wider, especially if it's gonna be a little heavy. And I will say this too: the R5 is a heavy camera. It's not super heavy, but comparison to some other cameras, like there's lighter cameras out there. Bro. Okay, see if you widen the base, it's a little more sturdy. But I still probably wouldn't trust it like that. I can't hold you. I still wouldn't. Let me see something. Bring it down. Yeah, this base is a little wider because it's wider out, but um, yeah, I wouldn't trust that shit to be frank. All right, all right. So I actually don't think I have two light stands. Oh, I lied. I do. Oh, hold up. Yeah, this little sound booth shit. I'm about to sell this. To be honest. Shit, hopefully that shit's 32. That shit looking frail. That shit looking hella frail. But it's gonna be sturdy because of physics. If it has, first of all, two supporting anchors right here, it's gonna be more sturdy than if it got this one in the center. So I don't even gotta worry about if this is flimsy or not. It's physics. And sometimes people just want to get up and start doing filmmaking, and it's like, yo, you gotta know math and science too, bro. So what bit of math and science in here? There we go. All right. Perfect. So all you gotta do now is slide this off. All you gotta do is there we go. Now we in the game. Now we in the game. Now it's up to you. So it was mad funny how I was talking all that. You go invest in good quality stuff, and which is true, but in this scenario, yeah, that's my lane. All right, there we go. Alrighty. All right. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, so we see just off of the movement. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, I see you. team. I'm gonna tell the battery there for this thing. I just okay. Oh well, I mean you gotta get the app. Duh. That's the next piece. The app. All right, let's get into the app. Oh, it's fire. It's this is fire because when you download the app, it show you the like how much battery is on there too, based on the battery. That's a battery I just had. But let's see. Do everything from video shot. Let's see. Control the speed. Oh shit. Oh yeah, you can just control it with the app. Yeah, fire. Okay. Bring it back. Ooh, let's control the speed. That was 100% speed. Now it's at 50. That's 49%. Oh, this is crazy. here, run it. I set up an auto loop. Let's see it. That was it. Nah, and you know I'm gonna need a whole tutorial on how to do that. Hmm. All right. Well, you gotta figure out how to use the app now. So auto stop is just a one move. Auto loop, it does it multiple times depending on how you set it. Okay, so you want to start it. Oh, and you gotta adjust the speed. battery out first. Charge this. Make sure. Charge this. Fiery. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. Put this joint to charge right now. Charge. No, bitches. Oh. Alright, so other shit I'm trying to do is but oh, you gotta pack the lights. Niggas, you gotta pack the lights. Oh yeah, I have to go into the closet to get all the equipment I was telling you about, the storage closet. I just double check mine in here. We got the light kit. Light kit, light stands. Alright. Now we'll put up a one LED panel with the soft box. LED panel with the soft box. Got the LED panel with the soft box. Mm. The LED panel with the soft box. turned it, what I could do is, let me finish wrapping it. To your business. So that if I had to put the 5D as the main camera, nah, but you could put the 5D as a second camera too, still with the 85. Second camera, second camera, you can't find it. Take that off and just bring it. Yes, that's all I need. Now it might give you issues with it. You put it there. Yeah, like, because with this, there's only one way to really find out. what's new? He said, what's new? What's new in that damn closet? This is really good. This wireless transmission. All right, now this next piece of equipment I'm testing, oops, is the Mars Highland Pro. And what this does is it sends a wireless signal feed to whatever your camera sees. You can send it wirelessly to like a TV monitor or something. So I'm getting tired, baby. I'm getting tired, but your boy's gonna push through. You're gonna push through. Now I'm just gonna use this table for 2 seconds. Right, that's the one piece I always give it up. This is the transmitter. This is the transmitter. So this is the piece. So the transmitter. This is what goes on. Transmitter, boom. Transmitter. This is really just to see if we don't need it, to be frank, which I should really be testing it, like how it's really gonna be. Which if I use, if we're using the 5D as a second camera, which I'm filming this on the 5D right now. If we're using the 5D as a second camera, you're not gonna be able to really do what you're trying to do right here. You're not gonna be able to wirelessly send it. But what you could do is, if you got the 5D, you can just go with, all right, so if you got the 5D, so because the 5D is going to be on here as the B cam with the 85, I could just run the monitor on top up here. And I'll put this monitor, this little 5-inch monitor is going to be on the 5D. Okay, so I'll have it like this. We'll have this plugged in there. And then what I will also do is, I'm going to put this on the side. Like this. This will still pick up audio. Okay, this will still pick up audio. So that's going to be that. And we should put the battery, etc. So I'm going to put the charger right now. I'll put them in a second. So what I'm going to do is, so this also works off of those little Sony batteries. So we're going to put one Sony battery on here. Okay. I think I'm gonna run this off of a dummy. Well, I'll run this off of a dummy, and I'm gonna have the 5D off of a dummy. So this will be powered, plugged into the wall. Only battery I need is this. That's the only battery I need. So we got that. Okay. What we will need here. This. We're gonna run HDMI in. Okay. This connected to this. For some reason, this is not the tightest it could be right now. Okay. So now, for the sake of this example, we're gonna have to turn this off. Okay. Oh, that was the HDMI. Let's just head out here. Right, HDMI. Actually, it was funny because it didn't really hard. All right, here we go. This is the test you want to see right here. All right, because theoretically, what's going to happen is I'm going to have this camera, whatever camera is going to be on there, which is the R5, this on there. Okay. That being said, let's see. Oh, shit, dead. That's why that battery dead. Enough for charge the battery. Oh, it's gonna be litty. All right. See. That's the goal. All right, and of course, you know, dead, but oh, duh. Oh, you can plug this dummy battery. Duh. You the dummy. He said you the dummy. It's top five. So, did it come with that? You can do time. Wow. DC 9 volt. I don't think that was in the thing. The DC 9 volt. Well, whatever. Essentially, you could dummy this. You could dummy bat this. All right, this should be charged up by now. And you can send it wireless. Yeah, you throw the 5D with the 85. Throw the 5D with the 85 on there. Mm. say you could even, instead of dealing with trying to send it wireless, because really, what's the benefit of sending it wireless?